going on, guys? My name is Zora. Welcome back to Steins Gate. In the last episode, bananas turned to gelatin, you know, without going through the massive factory machine in order to become gelatin, and they were gross. Everyone disappeared, and we might, you know, just slightly be insane. But anyway, let's jump into Steins Gate. It's a girl, and I recognize her. You? Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makase Kurisu. Is there something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow! You should be dead. Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes, and they're the same one she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch? Hey! That hurts! Let me go! Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kinda weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. It came from the future? That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from the 28th. Wait, that's today. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right, the email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56, which is 12:56 p.m. Or AM, I don't know. PM, AM. There's no AM. How am I supposed to know if this was like at 1 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon? I'm confused. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stabbed Makase Kurisu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I don't recognize the content, though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh right, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No, an evil spirit. Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky, quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me. Oh, Ocarine. I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Karasu's cheeks with my fingers. Oh, this is about to get fun. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one. Hey! Wait a minute, we already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance. That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Redican? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations, just like that mass disappearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Karasu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher. What truth, you perv, you stupid? Want to die? She pushed my hand away. Louis Chan's famous line for the win. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Karasu. I know what I saw. No way, did you just see my under... Karasu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that! Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabashi's presentation, someone killed Makase Karasu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explain everything that I saw. Wait, Dr. Nakabashi? What are you talking about, Ocarine? Dr. Nakabashi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash? Something's wrong, our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is Haoyuin Kyoma. Really, man? You're hopeless. Okay, Haoyuin-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall. Makase-san, it's almost time. Huh? Oh, right, thank you. Karasu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go too. Go where? To hear the lecture, duh. Oh, that. I forgot, you know. Dead bitch walking. Kinda caught me off guard, Daru. Not gonna lie, it's not every day you see, you know, a dead person walking. Daru follows after Karasu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius, Makase Karasu, need to attend a lecture like this? No, I think... Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. I've watched the anime, so I know she's... But I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture? Japan's famous girl genius, Makase Karasu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Karasu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Redican how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak of the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel? Oh. Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. Objection! What? Every member of the audience, not just Kursu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel. It's presumption for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Oh, Kareen, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay, it's fine. I guess it'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories. 1. Neutron star theory. 2. Black hole theory. 3. Light speed theory. Tachyon theory. Wormhole theory. Exotic matter theory. And what is the... Cosmic string theory. Quantum gravity theory. Cesium laser theory? I hope I said that right. Elementary particle ring and laser theory. Dirac antiparticle theory. Not bad. Perhaps Makase Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model? Right, well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model, now couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. I like Makase Kurisu, I'm sorry, okay? Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, the person would be about 100 millionth of a second further to the future than I am. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For the example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at the speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand how you in Kyoma? God. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makase Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. But that's not really time travel, is it? Now a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makase Kurisu's examples isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refused by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makase Kurisu's giving off an aura, she said it, or he said it, I said it, aura, subscribe, of gutsiness, and that says, I can take this guy on. Then what about going to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? That's not time travel either. This time, it's a nearby student who objects. Well, I was just getting started. Was it just me or did Kursu look a little nervous just now? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist? Okay. The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through the distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use two cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you look back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as super strings. Super strings! Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact, by the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move, them at near light speed. How much energy do you think you'd need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 121 gigawatts. Her face looks so smug. She's like, I know what I'm talking about, you dummies. You all dumb. You in the front, you dumb. You in the back, you dumb. How you in Kyoma is also dumb. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Third, you'd need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning, with the time traveler alive, of course. What do you think, Hayuin-san? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like, that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Look like Hayuin-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Hayuin-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Yes, that's correct. Woo, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief. She's making us look so retarded right now. Oops, can't say that word. Yeah, people don't like us saying that word. That's retarded. That's a Rick and Morty reference. I mean, since we're talking about I mean, it's dimensional travel, not time travel, but, you know, whatever. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But, oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity. It collapses as soon as it opens. And collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass which repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist. Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish anymore. Kurisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe, at near the speed of light, then once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. So now, if Hayuin-san jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Hiroshima effect. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Hayuin-san will return to Akihabara several years in the past, time travel complete. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself, they may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which by the way has not been confirmed to exist. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now, do you see what I mean when I said the time travel is an absurd concept? Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer. Isn't there anything simpler, like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? I'm afraid not. A firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years, though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working. And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been resolved. You mean time paradoxes, the conversion of mass. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be the extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though. If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? Huh. Oh, she's laughing at my reaction. That little... Gah, how mortifying. Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then what is the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born? As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never. What if you just don't kill them? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physics law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say this is the logical conclusion? There may be loopholes, like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. God, I grind my teeth. When I see Makase Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makase Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurasu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Makase Kurisu dead, and yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu, my conversations with Daru and Mayuri don't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. Never say... This leaves me with no choice. I know a lot of you are going to kill me for referencing that song. But okay. But, you know, Jaden Smith, okay, that's the only reason I like the song. Karate Kid, okay? After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine, okay. I need to get exercised. Okay, I seriously doubt that Makase Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, it's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Manasibashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Mayujin, it's the more famous shrine in Akaba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. It's Ocarine, Tutoru! There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri, and the other is docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire, Urashibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. That's right, son. Lovely in every way. But he's a guy. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up. But he's a guy. He's just reassuring himself. Don't pop a boner. It's a trap. It's a trap. Lukako, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. They look very similar. Sure they're not, you know. Never mind. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flustered face and tears in his eyes. You mean Demon Sword Semidare? Correct, I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power. Oh yeah, you bought it at Bladeworks, right? I think you said it cost $980. Don't say another word anymore and they will come to silence you. They're gonna silence me? Thanks for worrying about me, Ocarine, but who are they? I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukako, are you making sure to practice with Semidare like I told you? Yes, I do practice wings once a day. As long as you carry it and master the Shinshi Zanma school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samidare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy is to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. and it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included. But he's a dude. Thank you, Akabe-san. It was a wonderful present. My name isn't Akabe. It's Ocarine. I'm sorry, Kyoma-san. As long as you understand, now speak the words. Kangaroo. No, not kangaroo. Kangaroo. Yes. Kangaroo. Did I get it right? Lukako smiles happily as I nod. Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy. Such a beautiful master-discipline relationship. Mayushi's not a fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited. Fujoshi? Okay. Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such things. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship, I, Hyoin Kyoma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash, teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samadare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking, plus he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. But he's a guy. What are you doing here, Mayuri? I came to see Luka-kun. Kamima's coming up next month and I want him to cosplay as Kirari-chan from Raynet, but he won't say yes. But cosplaying, that's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know? Come on, make your cosplay debut. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukako as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukako has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later. But it's really important to Mayushi. And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukako, there's a good reason for me being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism. An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad. Please wait. No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual. The usual, you mean Sami there? No, who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's that stick with the zigzaggy paper thingies that the priest does a shaky thingy with. That sounded really dumb, Ocarine. Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri. Oh, the Anusa, but I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him. Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure. Well, time for me to go to work. Do your best. You going straight home afterwards? Yep. Mayuri lives in Akabakuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Akibakuro too. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize. I'm butchering like a lot of Japanese words. And it's just, I feel bad. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. See you tomorrow. I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off.
Mayuri.
Wait, Mayuri, back at Readyken, you heard a man scream, right? Scream? Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. When was that again? This afternoon. I don't think I heard anything. Oh, well, alright. Okarine's a weirdo. Bye-bye. Toot-toot. Protect Mayuri. Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half-dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. Thanks for waiting, Akabe-san. Lukako returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white ziggy-zaggy thingy I ASCII D4D. Dad let me borrow it, thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave? Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, Lukako. Okay, but do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exorcising anyway? Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart, a terrible chill shoots up my spine. It's the evil spirit. It's my arm. This is funny. Okay. Stop, Ocarine. I grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit. God, hurry, Lukako. It's trying to take over. No, wait. Please hang in there, Okabe-san. Oh, I'm not Akabe-san. I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san. But what should I... The exorcism, hurry. Just do it like I taught you. Okay. With a serious look on his face, Lukako grasps the onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. This stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His face is red and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward. Shh, amateur. Please, Luca, expel this spirit from me. I don't want to kill you. Lukako starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukako's managed to work up his resolve. Hear me, evil spirit. He raises the onusa up high, shaking it left and right. Please leave from Akaba. I mean, Kiyoma-san. That's great. Now strike my arm with those zigzags. The tip of the onusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukako. Lukako sighs in relief and blushes. I'm glad I was able to help. His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to Brontomb Workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT. Yo, what up, Akabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man, reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building, Tanoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. What's up? That TV you gave me broke, that's what. I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? I barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter. Love, you gotta treat him with love. A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love? It sends shivers down my spine. I'll need repairs, post-haste. Man, why do you always talk like that? Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are some even flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. You're open late today, don't you usually close around 7? The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs, or was in the other way around. I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nay, you're dead. That's it, Nay, a rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one who Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has the workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't really recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't a customer. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. There's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it. Really well. Then by all means. Hold on, I'll get you an estimate. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yeah, so what? Never said I'd service it for free. Curse you, you have some gal to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Oh, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back, though. I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal. Extortion, you dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind. Huh? Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You've got some nerve to be back-talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing. Humph. You shall have your money, Mr. Braun. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I hear the door open. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. And I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. What's up? Suddenly, time stops. It feels like someone activated the world. The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for, seriously? Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat. I called earlier. I'm Amane? Okay. And just like that, time starts moving again. Oh, so you're the kid for the job interview. I'm Taoji, the manager. A job interview? This young woman? You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Brontomb workshop with this filthy old manager? You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent? My words are but the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea the Brontomb workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help. Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job. The girl looks a little embarrassed. The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer. That's honestly surprising. I like how everyone has like cat mouths in this. And it's adorable, okay? It's really adorable, but it's cute, but a little disturbing, okay? It's a little disturbing, but mostly adorable, so the disturbing kind of goes out the window almost immediately. And honestly surprising. Kids who drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady. Oh, thank you. Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview, her eyes are glowing yellow. And it's a good look. I don't know. In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right, what was your name again? Amane Suzuha. Age? 18. Same as me. Student? No. She shakes her head. Why do you want to work here? Because I love CRTs. Hired. You start tomorrow. Wait, what? Is this some sort of joke? Are we on camera? Thanks, boss. Finally, Amane Suzuhara seems to relax. Then she looks at me. Who are you? You dare ask my name. Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger. Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass. I apologize, but you know, there's just so much. Never mind. He just doesn't understand my pain. This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Akabe Rintaro. My name is not Akabe, it's Hoyuin. Quit it, or I raise your rent. I'm Akabe Rintaro. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression. I don't know anything about the organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Akabe Rintaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that. Huh? Huh? Stuff like what? If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again.
Mr. Braun.
Mr. Braun, I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Akabe's head. It is? You just keep thinking that. But someday the world will kneel before me. Because I am Hoyuin Kama! And then Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye. So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip. Trend? I don't think so. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Steins Gate. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the bell, you know, to get all notifications from Fabulous Roar in the future. That way you don't miss an upload. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace off. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can check out my previous video here, or even a playlist related to this video here. There is also a video that was picked out by YouTube just for you, and last but not least, you can click here to subscribe. Anyway guys, my name is Aura, and I'll see you later. Take care.